The Story Vault presents Gold Rush, Episode 3, Fool's Gold. The river runs steady, the water glinting in the early light as the old-timer crouches by the shallows, swirling his pan with the reverence of a holy man handling scripture. His boots squelch in the mud, the morning air crisp and clean. He hums an old tune, something half forgotten, tapping his fingers on the pan's edge like a man deep in conversation with himself. "Come on now, show me something pretty," he mutters, shifting the dirt with careful swirls. A flicker of light, just a sliver. His heart skips a beat. "Oh ho, that's a nugget! That's a damn nugget if I ever saw one." He scoops it up, eyes wide with triumph. Then his face falls. A rock. Again. A long silence. He turns it in his fingers, squints at it. "Well, son of a bitch." He sighs, tossing it aside, but the grin stays on his face. "Ain't no rush like a gold rush," he chuckles to himself, shaking his head. "Even if the gold don't always know it's part of one." He goes back to swirling his pan, still muttering. He doesn't notice the shadow shifting in the tree line behind him, but something is watching. The girl rides along a narrow ridge, her breath a steady rhythm against the cool air. The second map is tucked in her coat, its weight pressing against her chest like a secret waiting to be told. She reins in her horse at a clearing, swinging down. The ground is dry, the wind carrying the scent of dust and pine. Ahead, an old wooden sign leans awkwardly to one side, the letters carved deep but worn by time. "Keep out, private claim." She runs her fingers over the wood. Something about it sets her nerves on edge. This place isn't just abandoned. It was left, and not in a hurry either. A gust of wind stirs the dust. And then, a hoofbeat, faint, distant. She stiffens, turns, scans the ridge behind her. Nothing. But the air feels heavier now, the silence stretched too thin. She exhales, stepping back toward her horse, fingers brushing the satchel at her side, where the revolver rests. Unfamiliar, unsteady. She swings up into the saddle. She doesn't look back. But someone or something is watching. The saloon is quiet, the air thick with cigar smoke and the low murmur of voices. The drifter steps through the doors with the kind of ease that belongs to men who don't rush for anything. His gaze sweeps the room once, just once, before settling on the man at the bar, the stranger. Tall, composed, sharp blue eyes that cut through the haze. The stranger doesn't turn right away. He lifts his glass, takes a slow sip, then sets it down with precise, deliberate care. "You got a name?" The drifter doesn't answer right away. He takes his time, like a man with nowhere to be. Finally, "Got plenty, just don't use them much." A smirk from the stranger. He nods slightly as if amused. "Fair enough, though I suspect some folks out here might remember one." The bartender stiffens, though he tries to hide it. The murmur of conversation dips. The drifter takes a slow drag from his cigarillo, exhaling a curl of smoke. "That's so." He flicks the ash into an empty glass. "Well, can't help you there." The stranger studies him, quiet, unreadable. Then he reaches into his coat, pulls out a folded paper, and tosses it onto the counter. A wanted poster. The drifter doesn't look at it. The stranger leans in slightly, voice lower now. "Maybe you don't know him, but I figure you've crossed paths. Someone like you always does." A slow sip of whiskey. "And if you have, well, I'd appreciate a friendly word." A long pause. The drifter finally plucks the cigarillo from his lips, holds it between two fingers, and gives the stranger a small, lopsided smirk. Can't promise I'm all that friendly. The tension crackles between them. Then, a gunshot shatters the quiet. Both men turn. Outside, the town stirs. Back by the river, the old-timer pauses. That feeling from earlier, the one he brushed off, it's back. The birds have gone silent. The wind shifts, carrying something else with it. He exhales through his nose, lifts his pan, setting it aside carefully. Now, I ain't saying I got bad luck, he mutters, rubbing his chin. But I am saying if something dumb's about to happen, it'd be a damn shame not to know what. Slowly, he turns. A pair of eyes stare at him from the tree line, yellow, low to the ground. His breath stills. Then, the bushes explode. The old-timer yells, scrambling back as a wild boar barrels out, snorting and thrashing. He dives sideways, boots skidding in the mud, cursing every goddamn animal in the whole damn West. The boar charges past him, straight into the river. It snorts, flails, then swims off, its little ears poking up like it's having the time of its life. The old-timer just sits there in the mud, hat half dangling off his head. He lets out a long breath, shaking his head. You know, he mutters, I don't ask for much. He picks up his hat, slaps it against his knee, watching the boar drift downriver. Then he glances back at the tree line. The eyes are gone. Something else was watching, and it wasn't a damn pig. As night falls, the girl dismounts, stepping carefully through the dust. She's close now, too close to turn back. The drifter and the stranger step into the street, eyes scanning the shadows. The town of Dustwater ain't sleeping just yet. The old-timer stares at the tree line, hat in hand. A twig snaps behind the girl. A shadow moves in the street. A cold wind stirs the trees. Somewhere in the dark, something is waiting. If you enjoyed this episode of Gold Rush, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe for more stories from the Wild West. Who do you think the stranger is hunting? What's lurking near the old-timer? And is the girl walking into trouble? Drop your theories below. Turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Out here, the gold ain't the only thing worth chasing.